morning. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity today to speak with you. I'm here to share some of the exciting news about the Encore Club at Reunion, which is a new private gated community within the Reunion Resort. How many of you have been to Reunion before? Okay. What we're basically creating is a new gated community. It's at the very north end, and it's going to be an exclusive club membership for this community. So with that said, people who purchase pre-construction in the Encore Club have the rights to purchase the full or social memberships in Reunion, but Reunion cannot come into the Encore Club. It is going to be a cashless community, kind of like being on a cruise ship. So people who come in, renters who come in, owners who come in, it's cashless. So there'll be a card to access the pool, to order food in the restaurants, and so forth. In a nutshell, we're catering to people who want a second vacation home in the Orlando market, specifically close to Disney, which we are, who also want the availability to rent their homes short term. Some people will rent, some will not, but they have that opportunity to decide what they want to do. The first thing we're going to do is build our clubhouse. As you know, with the turn of the economy, a lot of things never happened that builders said they were going to do. So with that said, we are building our $15 million clubhouse first. So for those of you who've been to Reunion, you know it's a huge development. It's 2,300 acres in size. There's already $350 million worth of existing development in Reunion, and $100 million of that is in amenities. There's 3 signature golf courses. There are 10 pools and 6 restaurants. The only private elements to Reunion are the golf course and Reunion Water Park. Everything else is open to everybody in Encore Club as well. There's also a fitness center, an arcade, and a spa. The 3 signature courses we have can't be found anywhere else in the world. It's Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, and Tom Watson. And going back to the Encore Club, as I mentioned previously, it's a private gated community, and we're building single-family homes in different phases. It is a private club membership, and our bedroom floor plans right now are 5 to 10 bedrooms in size, and they range anywhere from 2,911 square feet to 4,724. Pricing starts in the 4s for a 6-bedroom and goes all the way up right now to $599 for a 10-bedroom, 10-bath. As I mentioned, short-term rentals are permitted, and we do have preferred furniture companies, preferred lenders who deal specifically with foreign nationals, especially the Brazilian market. I have a few new ones as of last week as well. We also have preferred property management companies who will do the rentals for them, and that is a requirement in the Encore Club, is that you use one of those 2 companies, and the reason for that is it's going to maintain the base level integrity of your rentals. There's going to be set rental rates for low, mid, high, and holiday seasons, and as you're well aware, with Travelocity and Expedia and the .coms, they're starting to do this. So we want to keep those rentals up high for our owners so they can, have a specific amount of income coming in. And we're also putting together furniture packages right now, so if people can't necessarily fly back and forth a lot, they can do it over the internet, they can do it electronically. We also have a color selections coordinator in our office who can meet with your customers either by phone, by Skype, or in person, and they can do their selections when they purchase pre-construction. This is the clubhouse that we're going to be building first. We're just waiting on final plat approval right now. It should start in the next 4 weeks, and that'll be completed towards the end of next summer. As I mentioned, you've got 10 pools already, 6 restaurants, and a full-service spa in Reunion that the Encore Club members can also use. The clubhouse itself will be a 3-story clubhouse with 24-hour concierge. So when your guests or your owners come in, there's always somebody there to meet them, no matter what time of day. There will be a club pool, a private splash park. We'll have a restaurant, a bar, and a lounge, as well as a fitness center, a play area for the children, and a big lawn, so if they want to play soccer, they can do that. Tennis courts, sand volleyball, basketball courts, and a playground as well. So all of that's going to be the first thing to get built. This is another view of the splash area. It's similar to what's in Dr. Phillips, I believe. There's a splash park there. It kind of copies that. And as far as the homes themselves, when you compare, there's a lot of communities out there, obviously, but when you look at what we're building all of our homes ourselves. It's city homes in Encore. There's no outside builders building in the Encore Club. There's a heated pool with every single home. It has its private private pool. Two-car garages are standard. What's really nice and people notice when they come in is the 8-foot doors. Those are standard in our homes, as well as the elevations of the ceilings. Those are 9'4" on the first floor and 9 feet on the second floor, whereas most builders are 9 and 8. They are all high energy efficient homes. Standard cabinets are 42 in the kitchens. And like I said, they have the volume ceilings, which a lot of people notice. We do have the brick pavers when you come in on the driveway. Those are standard on the driveway, the walkway, and all surrounding the pool. And the landscaping is also included in the homes. We have 10 different floor plans right now, and we are introducing some modern elevations to each of them. So if people want the more modern look, they have the option of that versus traditional. We have about 6 more floor plans we're working on right now that should be out in the next few weeks to accommodate some new elevations. Pardon me? The roof, you have an option. Single roof, shingles are standard. If you want the tile, that's an upgrade. You can do that. It's either or. It's $13,000 for the tile roofs. Yep, as an upgrade. Your HOAs in Reunion are $396 a month, and they actually include quite a bit. They take care of your cable television, includes your waste collection, your garbage, and your mail. Pest control, which includes your termite bond on the home itself, and exterior pest control is also included in monthly spraying. They also include the pool maintenance because each home comes with a pool, so they will take care of cleaning your pool. There's no extra fee for that. So yeah, it's very rare, very rare. And what's nice is if you have owners who are not from here and they're out of the country and they're renting, it's just nice to know it's not a problem that they have to worry about or take care of should there be an issue. Of course, throughout Reunion, all of the landscaping and the lawn and the irrigation, the watering of the lawn and the bushes are all taken care of. So if a tree dies, they replace it. Your exterior cleaning, you also get your home cleaned, pressure washed once a year is included. And of course, just like in Reunion, it is a 24-hour, 7 secured community with a guard gate at the front. And then we do have roaming patrols going around similar to what Reunion also has on property. Being that this is a part of Reunion, there's certain elements that have to be the same as Reunion, and yet then we're going to take some of the basic things and expand upon those within the Encore Club. Right now, to available brokers, it's 9% commission. So there's over $30 million in commissions available for you on the table. So all you have to do is let me know how I can best help you. Yeah. So it allows, if you have somebody out of the country referring to you with 9%, you're able to at least give them a referral fee of some sort. We do have pre-registration forms in each of the packages, so if you have any clients who are interested, as you're well aware, what people are doing is they're going to Realtor.com and they are researching everything and they keep hitting different things. So if you have a client who's very interested, do yourself a favor and register them, because I can almost guarantee you that they're going to go research it and ask questions, and the minute they do that, they get sent to our website, and then somebody in my office will respond to them. So that way you're protected. As I mentioned, we do have preferred lenders, both domestic and ones that are specifically designed to cater to Brazilians and South and Central Americans as well. No, but it's actually easier. If you have a lender that you're very familiar with and comfortable with, that's fine. Just let me know who they are. Yeah, let's communicate together with that, because we can get them on board for you as well. Right. Right. We have a new one, and I'll give you his card. His name is Jamie Santos. No. Anyway. Yeah, if they have an established history, no problem. Our company will work with them. A lot of people come in and tell us that, obviously, and we have the same problem you've encountered. So we just want to make sure that they're able to close the deal that you guys have on the table. The information you have in here right now is pre-development pricing. So the prices are going to go up. We have a couple buyer incentives right now. For using our title company, we have a $7,500 credit at closing. And then if you look at one of the sheets in here, there's a breakdown of all the fees. There's a $1,000. Well, we don't pay any of the closing costs. Right. And if you use the one we have, I mean, you have the right by law to choose your own. If you use ours, we'll give you a $7,500 credit, and what's nice is you can use that towards your closing costs. It's almost a wash. Yeah, yeah. And we prefer, again, if you have an established relationship with a lender for you guys, I totally get that. That's not a problem. Not an issue. There's a $1,000 initiation fee to join the Encore Club. We're also going to waive that. It's on this page. It says Encore Club at Reunion. It breaks down. It's a summary. So it basically explains to you the price ranges for the square footage. The lot premiums are anywhere from $1,500 to $15,000 in phase 1, and as I mentioned, those are going to go up because in phase 2 the lots start getting larger, and I'm talking significantly larger, so those prices are going to climb. It even gives you the information right here as to if your customer is an avid golfer, they'd have to really enjoy it and have family here and using it all the time to make it cost effective for them. But there's 2 memberships. You have the social and you have the full golf membership. They have the right to join either one of those within 60 days of closing, and that's up to them. There are additional fees similar to everybody else in Reunion. We find that most people coming in to use as an occasional vacation home and perhaps rent it, they're really not interested in joining the amenities in Reunion simply because we're going to have $15 million worth of our own. So they'd have to be here all the time. Yep, and that's $100 a month. You'll see that. If they rent their home 4 times a month, whoever comes in your home to rent it is going to pay a daily fee for those amenities, excluding your own personal family or yourself, of $25. If you rent it 4 days a month, which should not be a problem, that's 4 times 25, then you don't have to pay the 100. If you rent it 3 days for 75, then you would only owe the 25. So as long as you rent it for a minimum of 4 times, you're not going to have to pay that $100. Yes, it's a mandatory membership. If you want to use the amenities or rent your home and have people use the amenities, they have to join this. It's not an option. Oh, they don't have to join that. No, no, no. Because keep in mind, 10 of those pools and 6 of those restaurants are open to people who own anywhere within the major master plan of Reunion, which is us. Yep. Even if you go up to the Grand, the big building, the condo hotel, you can go up and use that pool on the 11th floor. You can eat in 3 of those restaurants. It's not a problem. Yeah. People think everything is private in there, but it's not if you own in Reunion, and we technically own in Reunion. Yeah. What they did is the people who were releasing this project, to back up a little bit, the reason the prices we have are so competitive compared to resales, Transeastern Homes was Florida's largest privately held home builder in the state of Florida, down in Boca Raton. So in 2005, they sold the company for $1 billion. And what they did in that time frame is they started going around and buying up land when the market was down, similar to what you would do in the stock market. You want to buy low, and they just held on to it. So now, with that, we bought the section of 350 acres from Lupert Adler, who was the fund behind Bobby Ginn, who built it. We bought the old Splendid China property, which you may or may not know what it is, but it's an old attraction that's no longer there. That's our property next year to release as well. And there's going to be reciprocity between the 2 with the club membership. So there's going to be amenities at both of these places. There's talk of them putting in a wave pool at the Splendid China property, and that's next year. I don't have any specifics on it because we're focusing on this. But the people who actually get in first and purchase in the Encore Club will have first selections when we start releasing that next property. For that, yes. Now the main entrance is going to be on Old Lake Wilson Road for this property. And you know where Sinclair comes around? Up there. Because you can access I-4 and 429. You can almost walk to the on-ramps from our property, which is perfect. No, no. We're on the back side, on the very north side. So if you look, there's a site map in here. Pardon me? Similar, yes. If you look at the property, here's the main gate that you would come to when you're coming in off of the exit 58 off of I-4. You'd come in down here. The Encore Club is at the very north end of the property, and the significance to that is it's right on access to get to Disney. So this is Old Lake Wilson Road here. It goes without tolls, without any fees, goes straight to 192. Our main entrance to our community is right here, and that's where the guard gate is going to be. And then when you leave there's a couple ways to exit the community. You can get right on the 429 Beltway. You can come out the front and go straight up 192, or you can loop around and get on I-4 that way as well. Yeah. Yeah. It's 5.5 miles. And when you open up the map, this is phase 1. It's just a tiny sliver of the entire 750 acres. Right now we're getting ready to release some new floor plans for these interiors that will have like the pool in the middle, the main residence in the back and the garage with an in-law suite up in front, because they're a little bit shorter plans. I have a couple of selects here. Now they just released these as well. And these are substantially higher because they're almost double the size of these. But what's nice is this is Sinclair Road, so you have an exit here and you have an exit here. So access to Disney is key, obviously, as you're well aware, for people coming in to rent. Oh yeah. What's nice now is you can go up to the Grand, the big building, and stand on that pool now, and you can see our property. It used to be just trees, and it was very hard to show people where it was, and you can go up there now and you can see it because it's all the color of clay, the ground. So they're bulldozing it right now to create the infrastructure to put in the clubhouse first, which is nice because when the first homes get built, the amenities will be finished. They're not waiting on them. And everything we have, we're doing cash. There's no leverage on this property. There's no debt on this property. We're building the $15 million clubhouse with cash. Just in the clubhouse. And that's only the phase 1 of the clubhouse. Yeah. And it's going to be expansive. I mean, there's going to be overflow parking there. They're really putting a lot of thought into it. They're even talking of phase 2 amenities within the Encore Club, because this is just a very small section of the master plan. When you look at the big map in my office, it's just a little tiny speck of the entire property, which is nice. Yes? There's 2 select companies, and they're on the back of this sheet as well. Jeeves is already established in Reunion. She has Sharon owns it. She has 110 homes right now and has been there for 7 years. And Vacation Rental Pros is from the East Coast. They're coming here and opening up a second office here as well. So either one of those companies have a long history of rentals, and they're really geared for maximizing clients' income on their rentals, as well as customer service. One is 20%, one is 25%, and what I'll do is I will have both of them. I'll collect your cards, and I will have both of those companies send you their brochures they have designed specifically for the Encore Club, because they both have them. That's fine. Yep, not a problem. We're also working on some furniture packages right now, so your clients will have the ability to look at some PDF files and say, I like this, I like this, I like this. They're interviewing a bunch of different people right now. Okay. As long I don't think it'll be a problem as long as they meet the minimum standards of what we have for the rental aspect of the property. Okay. And what I'll do is I can put you in touch with the vice president of our company so that you and that person can sit down and have a conversation. Yeah. Yeah, as we are too, because we want to maintain, we want your guests having such a great time that they're sitting on their couch and they're saying, this has been a fabulous vacation. I want to book it again for next year, because they're booking 2 years in advance already. Those 2 flyers that you have in your hands are existing Crestview floor plans, which are located in here. They exist in the Reunion development. What we did is we built about 5 or 6 different floor plans as prototypes to test drive our floor plans and get some customer feedback. And they were very popular. Those 2 come with the full Encore Club membership. They are in Reunion. They're on the west side of Reunion. And they are right behind where the clubhouse is going to go for the signature Jack Nicklaus course. If you want to see them, I can take you there. I mean, they're not furnished, but they're available as we speak right now. Move-in ready to rent. Yes, I have some more here. I can give them to you at the end. Did you have a question? No? No question? We do have several model homes. I have a 6-bedroom furnished model home. By October, we're going to have 4 more furnished models. I have a 10-bedroom model you can see right now, which is our #1 seller, because if people are looking for the rental income, 10 bedrooms don't exist. They don't exist in Champions Gate. They don't exist in Reunion. That is our #1 seller. I have one you can see right now. The downstairs is already furnished. All of that furniture is coming out, and we're doing the entire home, but it's open to look at right now. I also have that particular one serves as a model. Even though it's unfurnished, you're more than welcome to set an appointment and come in and take a look at those. We also have an 8-bedroom and a 9-bedroom that we've leased back from customers that should be finished in the next 6 weeks. So they're in framing and drywall. You're more than welcome. You all have experience. You can visualize it. You're more than welcome to set an appointment again as a group if you want to come out and visit 5 or 6 or 7 of the floor plans. I can do that with you. The 8, 9, and 10 bedrooms are the #1 sellers, simply because from a rental standpoint, you can always put 10 people in a 10-bedroom, but you can't put that volume into a 5-bedroom. And if your clients are looking at strictly investments, there are a lot of 5 and 6 bedrooms on the market right now. There are not a lot of 8, 9, and 10 bedrooms. So I know in July they were at maximum occupancy. People were having to change their vacation dates because they wanted to be in Union and there was nothing to rent. So that's with any management company. There was nothing in the month of July available. Yep. And there's people in Reunion. Let me tell you, I had somebody who's been here 7 times on the weekend. And they only want a vacation in Reunion, and now they're looking at purchasing. And that's the history of what we're seeing. People have tried other communities, and they kind of stay in different places, and they seem to, once they've been in Reunion, they always come back. And if you talk to Sharon, 40% of those people who reserve and rent, they come back, which is great, because if you do the numbers on that time after time, and she'll go through those with you. I, as a sales agent, do not speak about the rental programs. I let the people who handle rentals speak to that, because that's their specialty. Any other questions? Yep. Mm-hmm. No, the golf is private. The question is, can somebody coming in who's renting use the golf facilities if the owners have not joined? The answer is no. Those are private courses. Again, speak to Sharon, because the people she has as a group can pool those memberships. So there could be an arrangement where she could have the occasional pass to play golf, but keep in mind those golf courses are private and they're designed that way. There's plenty. The concierge that we're going to have will be able to book tee times at any other public courses, which are everywhere in the Orlando area, so they can do that for you as well. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, the question is, yes, if the owner of a home who purchases an Encore buys the golf membership, there's 2 levels of membership. The social membership at $7,500 with the $370 a month dues gets you 42 passes to the water park a year and 42 passes to the golf course. And then they can use those and designate those and pool those out to your renters. Yep. Any other questions? Mm-hmm. Are you speaking of the Encore membership or the Reunion membership? Yeah, there's no dues if you don't join it. Yep. No, the 370. Correct. There's only the golf course and the water park are private. If they opt not to join those, they don't have rights to those, but they also don't pay those 2 rates. So the only monthly fee you have is $396 plus the $100. So $496. And again, reminder, if you rent that 4 times a month, then you don't have to pay the $100, because the $25 that house is paying covers it. Yes. Yes, the pools, we have a standard pool. It's 14 by 15. if they want to upgrade, and if they're renting, most people would, they could go up to anywhere from a 12 by 24, 17 by 21, which includes a spa, hot tub. The lot fits will determine the size of the pool depending on the size of the home. And I have a complete spreadsheet that tells you this house can fit on this lot with this size pool. So depending, almost everybody who's looking to rent, everybody's getting the pools that are bigger. I mean, in January and February and March, you want to be able to use a hot tub. Yeah. We've already sold 63 pre-construction homes, and we haven't even started building yet because we're waiting on final plat approval from Osceola County, which should take place in November. The first thing we're building are 5 new model homes in the Encore Club, a brand new sales center in the Encore Club. That should be finished by Christmas. Our homes only take 120 days from start to finish once we start the house, because we localize everything that you see on this little section. They localize the construction, so as opposed to building all over the place, which increases your cost, all the purchasing is done at one time and all the construction is done at one time. It keeps the cost down for your owners, for all of your buyers. The first pre-construction homes will be built by the end of next summer, tying in with the clubhouse. It's pre-construction. Of course. 1 year. 1 year. Well, 1 year is realistic. We're going to start houses this year, and then we're going to apply for more permits and keep going. So buyers now are looking at a year. And if you look at the same house to be built in Reunion, the cost savings is anywhere from $130,000 to $150,000 because of how we purchased the land versus the land in Reunion. Everything you see available in land is a resale. It's already been owned and it's on the resale market, so the prices are jumping every month. There's tons of construction going on there. We need 10% with a contract. They can start with a $5,000 credit card authorization. If they're getting a loan, then they can make up, once they get their approval, the balance of 10% with the initial contract. Once we get permitting, it's an additional 10%. Once we start the house, it's an additional 10 because your lenders are going to require 30% anyway. So it's 30% down. Yep. Yeah, it goes in sections. So no. Exactly. Nope, it's 10% with the contract. $5,000, I have a credit card authorization they can do. That takes it off the market. We cannot take anything off the market without some sort of payment or at least the deposit, and then we start the DocuSign because everything is done electronically. Yeah. Did you have a question? Okay. Depending on their financials, it depends how strong your client is. Some domestics can get 25. Some foreign nationals can get 25. It all depends if they have a business here. There's a lot of different factors. Cash, then it would be the same thing, 10, 10, and 10. Still 30% down. Because we actually use their money, that deposit goes into their house right away. Here's another rendition of the clubhouse. A lot of people ask who we are because they haven't heard of City Homes. As I explained, Transeastern Homes was the former company. Encore is a parent company. And if your clients are interested in learning more about the company itself, I can send you a link and they can see who Encore is. They're based out of South Florida. So the parent company is Encore Homes and Resorts, and City Homes is the builder. And we do everything in-house. I mean, there's no outside builders in the Encore Club. Any other questions? Good question on the commissions. Brokers get paid when we hit the 30% mark. You guys get half of your 9%. You get the balance at closing. Yep. Nope. Because remember, the 30% is when we start construction. Technically, if you do the 10, 10, and 10. So when we break ground on that house, you get paid half. Well, at that point, they'll have to have final pre-approval if they're getting a loan. But keep in mind, it'll still be until your house is permitted because until we get final plat approval, everything is fully refundable by law. So you want to make sure that it's at that recorded and there's no rescission once it's executed. Right. They're kind of, up until we get final plat approval on their homes, they're kind of in a holding pattern. But the nice thing is somebody can't come along and purchase at that price. I have a gentleman who's already bought a month and a half ago. He owns 8 properties, five in Reunion, 3 in Champions Gate. And he does very well. He's out of Virginia. I've never met him. He's well established in that whole area. He picked up a 1010 early on. He's already seen $45,000 in appreciation, and we haven't even gotten approval on his plat yet. So they're jumping. They're going up. You know, when the weather gets cold, busy season comes from all the people in the U.S. as well. Our prices, once our clubhouse goes vertical and people can see, there's some people who can't buy without seeing. So, with that said, the minute we go vertical, guess what's going to happen? Everybody who's been sitting waiting is now, okay, I'm ready. It's really going to happen. Finished. Well, we're going to start construction in the next couple months on the clubhouse. But it's going to take almost 9, 10 months to build the entire thing. It's a big clubhouse and the pool and everything else. In Reunion, we have the same floor plans that we built. We have nothing built so far in the Encore Club. The first thing we're going to build is 5 model homes. As soon as we get the 17 that we've already applied for permitting, which should be any day, those will go up. And there'll be 5 more models you can see all in a row in the Encore Club, which will be fabulous. You have to understand that it's still early on right now. So I understand there's a little frustration with people not being able to see things or see the amenities. I get that. But also, it's like going to a one-day sale at Macy's. Do you want to go at 10 in the morning or do you want to go at 5 o'clock in the afternoon when there's nothing left? So I understand that. I totally understand that. Yeah. Yeah. If you look at the serious investors that are there now and have been there for 5 years, they're snapping them up. Like I said, we have 63 sales already, and those people know. Reunion's a little bit different. It can't be recreated. There's no other community in this country that's like Reunion. This upscale, this established, with 100 million in amenities that exist already, so close to Disney, you can't duplicate it. It just can't be done. We have an 8.5 and a half. We have an 8.8. No, that's correct. Mm-hmm. There's an 8.5. There's an 8.8. Yeah, and then the 10.10 and the yeah. Now you can see that home. You can come and you can see the Crestview. You can see the Kingston. You can see a Fairfield, and you can see the Fremont 2 right now are finished. There's 4 of those that you can actually walk through that are completed. Then I have 2 more, the Hawthorne and the Lancaster on there, the 8 and 9 bedrooms. They're built enough that you can see them, although they're still in construction. The Hawthorne and the Lancaster are fabulous, and the Fremont 2, the biggest 3 are fabulous floor plans. Yes, sir. Yep. Anywhere from 125 to 130 long. The importance of that lot fit that you see on that, the series, the 40 and the 50, is the 50-foot lots are the first ones to go because it's half of the floor plans and people just for some reason are picking those, so we're running out of those. So that's going to be the one that jumps in price the highest. Yeah. It depends on the floor plan. You have to see, like the Kingston floor plan is a very square floor plan. That's on a 50. Right now I have, everything I have built is on a 50. I don't have anything on a 40 right now. Right now, 15,000. Yep. And those have jumped. I mean, they started at, right now at 15,000. When we released the ones, and I don't even have, I know the lot numbers, but it's not even recorded. There are 12 that go here that are a lot larger. They start jumping up into the 690 range, 710 range, including the home, built, finished, because they're at least 80 feet wide, some of them. Some are larger. I mean, you can see on the site map. So those are the next ones to be released as of this past week. Some are 10, some are 15. If you look at this map on the inside, for instance, number 47. Number 47 up here is a nice home site because this is a driveway coming in here up into a house that's going to sit up here. That one has a 10,000 premium. Number 63 is available. That is a 15,000 premium. Same size home sites. Anything but a Crestview. Yep. Pardon me? 48 is sold. 46 is sold. Yeah, we only have 3 right now that are 50 feet wide. Number 30, 47, and 63. And this changes every day. That's sold. That's sold in 10 minutes. 56 came back on the market, and it was literally sold in 10 minutes. And then, like I said, we have, if you like the size of 56, you should see the ones that are over here. They're even bigger. Those are all sold. They're all sold. Yeah. These are the next ones to be released, and they're huge. So, for instance, if they want a 1010, the price is $710,000. Some people are buying to use as a second home. As far as permanent residents, most people might select the ones you see that are finished in Reunion a little more. It really depends. Some people just want the activity, they like that, and some people not so much. It's all personal taste. The fences are included. There's like a wrought iron fence. Those are standard, and they have to be all the same because of the HOA in Reunion. Now, what's nice about our community is if people want the screen enclosures, those are optional. In Reunion, if you're on the golf course, you can't put those up. But you can in here if you want to. That'll be additional. They're getting quotes on that right now. Most people, unless they're going to come here quite often, they're not going to go through the expense of putting that in. But if they're going to be here 4 or 5 months a year, they probably might. Because it is Florida. Any other questions? The best thing to do, if you haven't been there, is call me, and I'll be able to take you through. And what I find is beneficial to most real estate agents is if I show you the way I show a customer, and I speak about the community as we're going around as if you're the customer, it helps you to be able to translate that to your clients, and you'll have a higher closing ratio and sale in our community, I promise you. Because I'll take you through the amenities, the grand, everything. Yeah. Yep. Yep, because I mean, it's important they see the grand. People go, oh, I don't need to see it. You're missing one of the best features in Reunion. You know, you can go up to the 11th floor where there's a pool, have a drink, sit by the fireplace, have dinner, and watch the fireworks at Disney at 9:30 every night. Where can you do that?
You also said that
Exactly, with the exception of the golf and the water park. Yeah, you can go sit at any of the pools. There's 10 pools that Encore Club can go use. They can go to have dinner at the Grand. They can go to the restaurant 11, Forte. They can go to the sushi bar. They can do all that. Any questions? My pleasure. Thank you.